The mega movement is happening with the black folks. People starting to realize, hey, MAGA don't care about your color. MAGA love America. It's all big family. It ain't like Democrat Party, Republican Party. MAGA is, we about America. America first. We don't care what your race is. Everybody family. It's all about love for your country. It ain't about taking care of all these other countries. It's about taking care of America first. Making America safe. Making America healthy. And I love it. Making our military strong. Holding people accountable. Draining the swamp. Y'all letting these people play in y'all faces, man. Man, we see through that. Y'all brainwashed. Y'all can't see why the government shut down? So y'all really want circumcisions in Rwanda? But anyway, let's go, MAGA. We up, baby.
We are most certainly up. And I came across this video of this young lady, highlighting all of the different reasons why there has been a mass movement to the right, because there has been. And I've documented that. I've told you guys about it 1,000 times. I've shown you guys the chart of America with all of the red arrows, highlighting how more people voted Republican in this past election. I've talked about how Democrats have lost in the voter registration numbers across all 30 states that track those numbers. We have made massive gains on Democrats. As a matter of fact, I think if I remember the number correctly, I believe Democrats have lost like over 2 million voters, while Republicans have had massive gains across the board. Massive gains. I mean, think about it. We literally turned a purple state, Florida, into a deep red state. I mean, it's deep red. Deep red. Miami-Dade County went red in this past election, right? So, there have been massive movements. And plus, I've shown you guys all types of videos of people talking about how they used to be Democrat, now they're Republican, and the reasons why. And maybe I'll make another one of those videos because I got more of those clips as well. But I came across another one that I found quite interesting, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Hey guys, I keep seeing videos of leftists trying to figure out where everything went wrong, why everyone is becoming more conservative and right-leaning. I made a list. Alrighty, I hope that lighting's better. The left has micromanaged everyone's words, manipulated and lied about what we have said, ruined lives and doxed individuals, offered no forgiveness, mercy, or understanding. Then you escalated to full censorship, getting social media platforms to censor us because you disagreed with our perspective. You imposed your opinions and beliefs on us, invading our lives, our sports, our bathrooms, and even tried to influence our children and invade their lives. When it comes to things like abortion or the trans situations, there was a lot in that was for our kids and against us, where they could do things without our consent. That was too far. All of this is too far. You guys ran anti-white campaigns, and I'm sorry.
Hey, also, before anybody... before anybody thinks the fire or the smoke alarm is me, it is not me, okay? You're hearing me right now. You don't hear a smoke alarm in the background beeping. I just had to point that out because I'm hearing it too, and I'm like, yeah, bro, they gonna think that's me, cuz. Nope, it's not me. It is not me, all right? That's the video, okay? It is not me, all right? I promise you. As you can hear, there is no beeping going on now that the video is paused, all right? Zero beeping going on, all right? And I've talked for quite a while now, and if it was dying, you would have heard it beep by now, all right? I just had to point that out because I'm hearing it too, all right? Anyway, let's jump back in.
Us where they could do things without our consent. That was too far. All of this is too far. You guys ran anti-white campaigns, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Nobody should pay reparations. You weren't a victim of slavery, neither are the people you're demanding money from. It's giving lazy, it's giving entitlement, and I do not stand by that. It's giving a lot of things, actually, but I'll leave it at that. You guys would target the most innocent statements or actions and label them as racist or wrong, ultimately ruining lives, when there was no wrongdoing involved to begin with. Perfect example, Sydney Sweeney's great genes. It was funny. She does have great genes. She is beautiful, and the genes were nice. But you guys just are so sensitive. There's like no middle ground with you guys. You guys are really extreme. And I don't even think you guys know where you guys align with. You guys are just all over the fucking place. What's right or wrong is subjective to every individual, but if we don't automatically know or agree with all the different ways you guys find something wrong or right, you guys penalize us and come after us with like knives to the throat. And it doesn't matter to try to have a civil conversation about it, to get you guys to understand, hey, like, I think you're being too sensitive, you're taking it too far, this is outrageous. You guys aren't having that. You guys are automatically, you're a Yahtzee, you're this, you're that, you're an awful person. Which brings me to my next point. The left has become authoritarians, racist, they are very racist. And then they use the argument, we can't be racist, we're minorities. Okay. And also, when they're racist, if you are, like, I'm Puerto Rican, if I go against a Puerto Rican in politics, I'm going to get called every name in the book. And not just by the fellow Puerto Ricans, but the white people, everybody. For some reason, they don't hold themselves to their moral values, you know? And I truly believe that they are aligning themselves with Marxism too. You burned down buildings and looted businesses, impacting innocent civilians. A lot of the places you guys destroyed were innocent people like me and you, who actually worked hard, built it from the ground up, probably even struggling to stay afloat. But you did it all in the name of, like, fuck the government, fuck us, right? Hurting innocent people. Not to mention, you vandalize cars and violently attack us at protest. Did we forget about the Tesla situation? Because I didn't. Speaking of, when Elon Musk did a heart salute, you guys ran with that so hard with the Yahtzee narrative, and then refused to hear anything else. And
man, I did forget about the whole Tesla situation. Bombing dealerships and setting cars on fire and keying Teslas. I forgot about that, man. Jeez. Which is also crazy to say, because when you forget about something like that, that just lets you know how crazy that individual side is, or those individual folks are. Because there's been so many other things that they've done, including, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, right? that have happened, that have, like, you know, made that like a distant memory. I completely, legitimately forgot about the Tesla dealerships and the Teslas. Did y'all forget about that? I know I sure did. That one was far off in a distant memory until just now. Jeez.
this isn't even a fraction of what you've done to us. You leave no room for compromise. And you leave no room for understanding, but what you guys push is dehumanization against us, calling us fascists, saying all these things, fear-mongering, propaganda. I want to read you guys something. I don't know why I made that face, sorry. In Marxism, you are meant to view yourself and the people in your group or that you align with as oppressed. And anything that isn't in that is the oppressor. And they need to liberate themselves from the oppressors, right? A part of Marxism is grouping the people together, right? There's you, and then anyone who's not you and what you stand for, they're the enemy. This is why Marxism isn't so fond of individualism. The individual is dehumanized and is nothing unless he identifies with a group, the oppressed and victimized group. And the individual who make up opposing or non-conforming groups are collectively dehumanized, condemned, and loathed by the enemy. Again, this is a trait of American Marxism and the Democratic Party.
Facts. 1,000%. 1,000%. I couldn't agree anymore. I couldn't agree anymore. You know, these folks want to cry racism at every single turn, or phobe this or phobe that, ism this, ism that, and it's just like, come on, bro. That shit is played out. Excuse my language, but it is, and I'm sick of it. Whenever you criticize anybody, oh, you're phobic this, or you're racist, and it's just like, man, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, just shut up. You know, like, stop it, bro. Stop it. That is so played out now. And of course, it was just a tactic to silence us, right? That's all it was. You know, because when you're criticizing anybody, right, you're making them look a little bad. You're calling them out on their BS. So, you know, they try to shame you to make you be, to you know, make you shut up about things. And it's like, yeah, no, that ship has sailed a long time ago. Call me all the names you want. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. You calling me a name, one doesn't make it true. Two, nor does it affect me. Okay, just because you call somebody some ism or some phobe or something doesn't make it true, and it doesn't even affect anybody anymore. And I'm like, come on now, it's sickening. And the crowd that, oh, we need reparations. And it's, come on, bro, really? I love what she said. She said it screams lazy, and it does. It does. Because the people of today were not slaves, and the people that they want money from were not slave owners. So what are we talking about here? What reparations do you need? You know what I'm saying? It's silly, bro. It's silly. And at every turn, they try to demonize people and dehumanize folks. And then they wonder why nobody wants to be on their side. Because if you disagree even just a little bit, oh, you're a far right fascist. What? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go on the right then. I literally played a video, was it last week? Week before last? I vividly remember a young man who basically was saying, yo, I'm on y'all side. You know, he was talking about the leftists. He was like, I'm on your side. I'm a Democrat. I'm just simply criticizing what some Democrats are doing, and all of you are calling me all types of names. I'm a Republican. I'm this. I'm that. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, well, if y'all gonna keep calling me, some of y'all might remember this clip. He was like, well, if y'all gonna keep calling me all of this, I might as well just become a Republican. And by the end of the video, he said, hey, I guess I'm going with the Republicans now. And it's like, it is just like mind-boggling how terrible the left truly is, how terrible they truly are. And then they have these panels what was it? They commissioned like a group to like study why men didn't want to be Democrats anymore. You guys remember that? This was, I don't know, maybe earlier this year, if I remember correctly. There's been so much that has happened this year. Everything's become a blur at this point. And it's like, come on, man. Really? That's what y'all need to try to figure that one out? Yeah, you're cooked. Your party is absolutely cooked. One, y'all turn everybody away that even disagrees just a little bit. And two, you don't even know what common sense is anymore. You're spending money to study why young men don't want to be Democrat anymore? It's obvious. You've demonized them at every single turn. You've told them how terrible they are, how mean and nasty, how toxic masculinity is pumping through their veins and all of, you know, you demonize somebody every day of their darn life. Of course, eventually, well, I might as well go over here to these guys. And then once they do, they realize, oh, Republicans aren't who y'all told me they were. And then there's a snowball effect because they tell their friends. And then those friends tell, you know, and it just keeps piling on. And now we are where we are. Listen, the Republican numbers, man, are looking pretty darn good right now. Pretty darn good. So anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. Do you guys agree with the young lady or do you disagree? And are there some things that you would add to it? Let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.